All right. Well, we are live on YouTube now. So, hello,
Woohoo!
hello. Hello to everybody. And hold on, it's going to open up a window that I always have to close because it makes a lot of noise.
Yeah.
So, anyway, welcome to Monday Night Live Motivation Monday. We are so excited to have you, and welcome to all those who are on and who are watching on YouTube and who might be watching this later too, which is so cool. You know, positive things come from lots of negative things. And I always say the extent of what we're doing today was driven from the bad thing of COVID, but we became really good at Zoom and became really good at doing virtual appointments. And so we have to look back and say, you know, thank you for that piece of it, even though it was a bad thing for everybody to go to. But anyway,
Right.
there you have it. So I'm going to let you guys know. Okay, wait. Here, I'm going to spotlight all of the directors. Okay. And okay. And there we go. And you guys, so we are excited to have like a new format. It's a new year. It's a new you. It's new everything. And we all like new stuff, right? Like it's just sometimes like it just even taking the different way to work every day seems like it's a new drive, right? And you're like, oh, that was kind of cool. I saw a new tree, or I saw a Dairy Queen that wasn't on that side of the town.
Would.
That
You
always
would.
gets me excited.
You would.
So you know, changing things up a little bit, but the thing that stays constant is the fact that we are here to motivate and mentor and train and just love on you and celebrate you, and that's the whole purpose of why we're here. So we have a little now we have a presentation that we are going to go through. Okay, and then we will, so give us some grace as we kind of go through it because this is our trial run, right?
Yep.
So, and we're gonna kick it off. And you guys, I will say, okay, it might be obvious of where we're going next, but I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, and I'm gonna open up my um, the presentation. And you guys could just tell me, okay, there's no sound in it, so there's no sound, but we are going to go to presentation mode. Okay,
Yeah.
you guys, see all that?
Mhm.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. So with that, and then I'm gonna just look online to make sure we're seeing what we need to be seeing, you guys, at the same time, because I have the three of us pinned right now, which I think
Check
might
for
still.
you.
What's that?
I'll check for you.
Oh, will you? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so if you check, I just want to see, because we have the three of us still spotlighted. I just want to make sure that's not going to be an issue. So welcome to what Motivation Monday, and some of the things that we are going to be celebrating is doing recognition and celebrating your success and cheering you on, talking about events, going over some announcements. Then we're going to go into some training, and you know, we didn't really talk about this, but there's going to be at the end, it's kind of like a workshop challenge based on the training that Tracy's going to do tonight. So we're going to challenge you, and it'll be obvious, Tracy, when you get there. Surprise,
Like,
surprise, if you haven't seen it.
the live is showing you up in the corner, and then the slide that you're showing. So it looks great.
Oh, okay. So then I wonder, all right, so when we go to, we're going to start this off with Reco, and we are going to have, I'm gonna remove my spotlight and then
Yeah.
your spotlight and then leave Deb on there and hope that that works. And
Yeah, I'll
Deb's
let
gonna
you know.
do
There we
some
go.
Reco.
We are
Okay.
getting a little feedback, so I don't know if we want to mute or have
Oh,
them put in the chat, or do you want them to say?
I don't know if it's me. So
Okay.
we'll try it. We'll try it.
No, it doesn't sound like you now. because I can
Yeah.
hear you. But we're gonna have you put in the chat new leads you received this week from last meeting to this meeting. Everyone put in there how many new names, new faces did you meet this week? So we put any in there. I'll have you watch the
said
chat.
new faces or new leads?
Leads.
Leads. Okay.
As a name, right? Oh, but they usually have a face too.
Yeah.
Of
Well, we
course.
used to recognize faces, like how many
Right.
faces you actually got in front of.
Yeah.
Right. So Laurel, 5 leads. Woo! That's great.
Fran,
So-
big fat 0 for Fran. That's funny.
Well, some weeks she gets 200. So it's the
13,
average, right?
15, 17.
Perfect. And then so congratulations, Laurel. Woo, woo. 5. And then if people are coming on and they're a little late, they can put it in there too. Heidi, 24. Woo! That's awesome. Good for you. Anybody work the zoo? Is that maybe where they got a few? Right?
I don't think
So-
any. I think I was the only one at the zoo.
Oh, okay. Oh, referrals at your party. That's awesome. Great job, Heidi. Woo woo. So I guess
Heidi is
our
the queen of referrals at the party. In fact, we got to work it into our training. I think Heidi and I talked about this, that she comes on and be like a guest trainer when it comes to those referrals. Or maybe Trace, you can work that in tonight if you wanted to, because we're talking about leads.
That's awesome.
You ready, Heidi? Her eyes got all big.
Okay. And then we go to the next slide. So our next
Yes.
queen of sales. So put in your sales in the chat. If you had sales this week, there's 100, 200 or more. Put it in there. Woohoo, 200. Great, Laurel. Fran, 368. Awesome. Woo woo. Any more? It is summer, I know. Oh, 468. Okay, Fran corrected hers. Yeah, that makes a difference, right? That $100. Good job. That's awesome. So I guess Fran is our queen of sales, unless there's anyone else coming through.
Woo! Way to go,
Woo!
Fran.
Yay, Fran. Woo. Awesome. Next time I'll have to bring the crown and you can put your crown on. And then we have the queen of sharing. If you had any sharing appointments this last week, put them in the chat. I love how Laurel put. That was great.
And we normally like to do, like, if you had sharing appointments, we recognize you for that. But you become the queen once somebody joins your team.
Right. So, oh, and Heidi got hers. I don't know if I'm getting a delay on the, but Heidi had, she was our princess, runner-up to the Queen of Sales. Great job. Woo-hoo! So, great job, Heidi, at 458. So, and she was adding,
Oh.
Okay. So now that you know we'll be doing this, come ready with your numbers, right? Isn't that exciting? I used to always love that when I was a consultant, having my numbers ready, woohoo, and then cheering everybody else on as well. So does it look like we had any sharing appointments this past week? So if not, who's going to be queen next week, right?
Right.
Let's put our queen crowns on and let's pay it forward. So thank you. Woo! Oh, so we didn't have any new consultants in the room or this week? Okay.
I don't see anybody. Is anybody have new consultants on? Look, Fran put on her crown. I love that. That was a good idea.
I can't see. Yeah, have a
Oh.
crown ready for each week. That would be fun.
Okay.
Okay.
And we are going to welcome guests. So if you can invite guests to any event that we have. Oops, sorry. You can invite guests to any event that we have. And so I encourage you, when you're sharing appointments, like last week, I did a sharing appointment with a young lady, and I invited her to come sit on this tonight. And she might be watching on YouTube. So if you're watching, welcome. And if you are a guest watching on YouTube, welcome. This is just the way we love to welcome you and bring you into our community so you can see how we train and how we just how we recognize each other and
Mhm.
motivate each other on. So that's what this is for.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. So calendar of events. We have sort of went over it last week, but so we're going to be going to seminar, and the Diamond Seminar is leaving. It goes this weekend, and so there's no training on the 10th. And then of course you're going to have Emerald Seminar and then Sapphire Seminar, and then when on the 17th we're going to be doing Zoom only. And and so all of our training is like based on the Hostess Money Tree that we're doing, right? So it's growing the tree, growing your business, and so it'll have a lot of that theme based on there. So tonight's finding fertile soil, meaning generating leads, right? And then on the 17th it'll be planting the seeds. That's like booking, and then after that, Tracy's unit and I are doing a combined end of year party. It's gonna, now I will tell you, like I haven't had a chance to talk to Tracy yet, but we were gonna do it at Joanne's house and do a pool party, and now we can't. So we're gonna, the TBD, the location's TBD now, but we are gonna do it on the 21st, and it's gonna be a luau. And it's bringing the dream team together along with the BFF unit, and adoptees. You're definitely welcome, absolutely welcome to come as well. So mark your calendars for the 21st, and I will let you know where it will be. Okay. And then the 24th, we're going into it'll be hybrid, and we're gonna have training, and you guys, every single time we do in person, if it's not a big guest event and we do training, we encourage you to bring guests and invite guests to do a skincare class. It's like old school, what we used to do all the time. We'd go into another room and we would teach a skincare class, and we would love on your guest over there while another director was training in the other room. And we can do both absolutely at the same time, and take advantage of the Monday nights that you're there, knowing that you can watch the training back on Zoom, or I mean on YouTube, or you can stay in there with if you could do it yourself and do your own class, if you're doing it yourself. It doesn't matter which way it is, but we encourage you to both have skincare classes and attend the training on our in-person nights. Okay. And you guys, I'm just going to tell you, like for my unit too, I tell you, we do learn and the launch and learns. If you have a time that on a Monday night works for you, you just tell me. And it's, if in person, I would do the same thing. I would do training over there, Zoom, and help you with having a person in person there if you had a skincare class. So we can work anything out. And then so we have on the 31st is going to be Zoom only, and it's going to be like the skincare class, the experience, what we do, and preparing for all that. And then on the 1st, and I just kind of threw it out there, is that the new products are going to be announced on the 1st of September. Okay, so we're going to move to the next slide, and this one is, oh, did I put it in there? Oh, hold on. It didn't drop in there. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to put a slide in here for you, Trace, and you're going to be next.
Okay, perfect. I'm ready.
Okay. And sorry about that. But we're pivoting, adjusting. Here we go. It is coming in as we speak. And then I'm going to open up this. I'm going to share my screen again so you can see it. Okay.
All right. Well, I know where we're going with it, so I'm going to start talking about it as Trisha's getting it loaded. We are so excited to let you guys know that we are going to do a fall retreat. So we're doing it right here in Tucson at the same hotel we did career conference at in March, and it is going to be so much fun. This is the official theme. It is diamonds and denim. And so it's because it's retreat, we literally can wear jeans and t-shirts, and we're going to have so much fun. I'm waiting on confirming right now for a guest speaker that we're looking at bringing in, but I wanted to get this out to you ASAP because your recognition counts for both what you do in the month of August, but also in September. So with that said, let's go over it really quick. So we're going to have a poster at recognition that, if you remember the prayer conference, we had all the directors recognized on a huge poster. Well, we took that idea and we ran with it. So what we're going to do is there's going to be a poster right when you walk in the door that'll be on display. And that is going to recognize all of our red jacket consultants and above. So red jackets, team leaders, DIQs are all going to be recognized on that flyer, as well as all of our first quarter star consultants will have a poster. So it's just something for you to aim at and work towards, because it's going to be on display all weekend and to have your picture on there. That's the stuff that I would work really hard for as a consultant. It's so true, but all that recognition. Then in addition to that, we're going to do a 2-month consistency program. And so you're going to be able to pick all these different areas and then pick which level you want to be consistent in. So for faces, if you do 10, 20, or 30 faces each month, in fact, if you do 10 faces in August and 10 faces in September, you get that consistency. If you do 5 faces in August and 20 in September, doesn't count. So you have to have a minimum of 10 each month for the consistency. Same thing with wholesale. We're going to recognize the levels of 225, 400, and 600 each month. So if you do a 600 in August and 600 in September, you're going to be recognized for that. And then marketing plans and shares. And so that is going to be 3 a month or 5 a month or 10 each month. Again, recognition, prizes, all that based on the level that you achieve. Lastly, which is going to be so much fun, is we're going to have special recognition for team leaders and above, and that will be recognized by what you're wearing. So all of our team leaders and above will have a special cowboy hat that you're going to wear through the weekend that people will just want to salute you because you're a team leader or above. So it's just a fun way for us to do recognition. We're also going to do a dance party on Friday night. It's going to be diamonds, denims, and dance party. We are going to have so much fun. Think about letting your hair down, having a great time. Of course, we're going to do great training and recognition and all of that, but we're going to do it in a really, really relaxed atmosphere. I confirmed we can hold 80 people. So the registration is opening to all of you first because the awesome Tammy Davila is co-hosting with me. And so we're opening it to our people first. But then it'll go to the city of Tucson, and then it'll go up to the state of Arizona and surrounding states. So we have recognition or enough seating for 80. And we are going to be offering lunch at that as well. There's no qualification for lunch, but it'll be $30 for lunch. But it'll be in the next room, and we'll have a guest speaker during the lunch hour as well. So that's all coming your way. The dates are October 9th and 10th. And the flyer like that will be published as soon as I do confirm the guest speaker. But it sets your goal. I mean, it is already the 3rd of August. And so you want to figure out which area you want to max. You want to max out all areas. You want to earn that cowboy hat, all of that. So I want to make sure that you have this as soon as possible so that you can be working towards those levels of recognition.
Awesome.
Okay.
That is so exciting. You guys, when I first started in Mary Kay, we did something similar at a remember that place that we went to in Oracle?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I think that was my first sleepover, with everybody. I was like, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
It was so fun. It was so fun. Okay. So then just a few other things, you guys. This is the beginning of the month, so there's like a lot of announcements, and I just want to kind of run through them, but know that you can go back into YouTube to look over these or take a picture if you want. Do whatever you want. But you'll have to know if you have not gone in and accepted your agreement yet, you have to accept the new agreement by the 6th of August. And if you do not do that, you will not be able to access InTouch. It'll be restricted and you'll have to call the company. So if you have not logged in, just go log in and accept that agreement. Okay, read through it or not. I mean, if you don't want to accept it, that's up to you. But it's just updated, and they need you to do that. Okay, a couple things with Seminar. So one thing is new with Seminar is that the registration is going to be actually open all the way up to Seminar, but it has closed if you wanted to sit with your unit. So in the future, for people who are kind of new, when you register early and you go to Seminar, you sit with everybody in your unit. And so all they're saying is, hey, you can still go, but you might be sitting at another location. And if there's an opening by your unit, by all means, go steal a seat if you want. But your actual seat will be attached to somewhere else. But I encourage you to go. And also regarding Seminar, there's a new events app. So make sure if you're going to Seminar, you update that. And to know that just for attending the seminar, you get 500 points for the Points to Paradise for the cruise. And yeah, so I've been to a cruise. I had my first cruise. We did a Mary Kay challenge to do it. I mean, Mary Kay did it a long time ago. Then we did a local Mary Kay one. You guys, it was my first cruise. It was so fun. It was totally fun. I would do that again. Like, you forget you're on a ship, you know? Until I was out in the point, you know, like this, like, you know, Titanic. Me and Ralph out there. No. Oh my gosh. So, and then another thing is the new All-Star program and prizes that you have to attend Seminar to claim them. Right, Trace? I mean, I just want to make sure. Correct me if I'm saying something wrong. There's always so much information. I'm always afraid I'm going to get it wrong. Okay, next thing. You guys, leadership is in Phoenix, January. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? It's in our backyard. Okay, front yard, depending on where you live. I don't know. But oh my goodness, you guys, it's right stinking here. Now's the time. If you want director and you are already a director, oh my goodness, get to it. Because I haven't read yet if they're letting DIQs go, but sometimes they wait to the last minute. Have you seen anything on that? Okay, but sometimes, so if you're a DIQ, sometimes you can go as a DIQ, and sometimes they just let you know like just before. So if you want to go and you're like, yeah, I'm going to try, at least try to get into DIQ before leadership, and you might be able to actually go too. And then little side note is, you guys, we get recognized for so much stuff. And so 2026, Mary Kay is number 8 on the Forbes Best Brands for Social Impact. Social Impact, best brands. You know, if you're not on social media, Fran came over today. We were talking about social media and getting out there. There's so much being sold on social media. Social media is a huge influence. And for us to be number 8 on that, I think is really huge. That means we're killing it. So go look at Mary Kay's social media, be a part of theirs, go join their Facebook page, go look at all those things. And so you can see what it is. And then also, they also named 250 for the years of, you know, the US 250 birthday of the America's greatest historic innovators. And you guys, Mary Kay was number 54. Serious. She was in that list, you know, as being one of the best. And so that's just something to be proud of. And sometimes these little facts are great to share at your skincare classes. Okay.
Hey, Trish, can you pin yourself so we can see you better?
Oh my goodness, I forgot. I appreciate that. I think I should put you in charge of that, Fran, from now on. Is that better? Okay. All right. And then, you guys, here is the money tree. So we've been working on the details with the money tree and trying to get it So what this QR code is right now is how you register to our money tree. Okay. And what that does is it takes you into a square where you're going to pay 20 bucks, and you pay the 20 bucks, and then once you pay, it'll take you to the landing page that has all the information, the link that you're going to go in and enter your hostesses. So for those who are new or like, what's a money tree? What this is a new program that, well, okay, it's new to us. It's a new program that has been out for a long time, new to us implementing it. And what it is every time a hostess has at least 2 people and $100 in sales at her party, her name goes into the hostess money tree for registration, and you register her. And then on September 28th, which is a Monday night, we're going to have an in-person event, and we're going to celebrate all the hostesses, and we are going to award the highest hostess with the highest sales with money off the money tree. And then we're going to reward people based on how much money we collect. Will go down. There'll be like a runner up, and then consultants can win things, and there's tons of prizes that we're still trying to work out all the money tree prizes. But the biggest one is the top hostess has to have at least $500 in sales to be in the running for $100 money in cash, right? And so it's just $20 to participate. Look, Fran's got her money there. It's just $20 to participate. And so again, all that money goes back into the hostesses and in order to do that. So we're not making money off of it. In fact, I didn't even really think when I did the square that I put it for 20 and there's like a charge. So there's like, whatever, but I'll have to remember that next time. We'll do like $21 or something. Yeah, because I forgot about that. But anyway, scan this, go back, take a picture of it if you want, email it to yourself, whatever. But this will take you right to pay, and then you'll get the landing page. Okay. And then, so everything that I just said is kind of this. It's the Beauty and Bloom. This on the left-hand side is our guide. It tells you all the details about what's going on. There's also a scan to register. And then on the right-hand side is a flyer that we built for hostesses. So you can take this flyer and then send it to your hostesses and say, hey, in this quarter, we are going to be, doing this, and explain it to her. And you could use this as a flyer. Okay. Anybody have questions about that before we move on?
Yeah,
These will
where
be
are
on-
you going to post the flyers?
So once you register, you will get all these.
What?
So you register and pay your $20, and it's going to take you right to a landing page that has all the information you need.
Okay, and including those flyers. So we can
Oh yeah,
download it from there.
everything is there.
Cool, thank you.
Fran tested it with me already because I wanted to make sure it was working. So, but that's the whole goal. You want in, you just pay the 20 bucks and you're going to get the landing page. And then you're also going to, once you get there and you pay it, it's going to take you to a landing page that says, hey, text the word tree to my phone number, and it's going to start sending you reminders and encouragement. And hey, how many hostess? Don't forget to put in your hostesses and just reminders of the whole thing. Okay. Go ahead. Deb, you had a question?
Heidi asked it. Thanks.
Oh, Trace, I think you had something too.
I was just going to say, just to simplify this is a hostess program where we can celebrate hostesses, and it's super easy for them to be entered in. They just share their facial with 2 to 4 friends, and then their sales can accumulate over the entire contest period. So it's really a guest event that celebrates our hostesses. And so number one, it gives people a reason to be a hostess. And then the earlier they are a hostess in the contest, they can actually build to a higher number of sales, which could give them a bigger opportunity of winning the grand. Well, they'll get the grand prize. So, but the amount of money we give away off the money tree is dependent upon how many people sign up and are a part of it.
Yes.
So what would you say for a consultant that is out of town, Trish?
So we can talk about that a little bit more, but the ones in Florida that they were saying that you have to be present to win on the money tree. But I mean, I'm pretty flexible. There's people like all over the place now. It's just you have to, maybe if it's you just have to be present to win on the Zoom, even if we have the in-person event, that if they're from out of town and they're a hostess and they've done it from out of town, you've done virtual stuff. I mean, my thought is that you still have to be present to win on September 28th, whether you're virtual or you're not.
That's my thought too.
Okay, good. Good. Because it's being recorded.
There we go.
All right. Are you good with that, Deb? Okay. Well, there you go. So we just made another rule. There you go. See, I love it. Okay. All right. I was just looking to see if there's any questions. Yes, thank you. Okay. Next is so you guys, I'm not going to go through each one of these, but my shop has done tons of enhancements. There's a lot of things that have changed. So the free shipping promotions no longer require an end date. That's a huge thing, you guys. That was a pain. I had to put a reminder in there every single time. And so, I mean, there's things like customers are now prompted at checkout, so they can reset their password as needed. The sharing the contact information checkbox. So a lot of it is the experience of the customer that the field was saying, hey, this is what's going on. Can you fix it? And so they've done a lot of changes. So if you do have some issues, put the word out there, because the more that they know is not working for us, they will fix it. And ingredients list added to the products pages. I know there was a lot of them that weren't on there. And so that's exciting because I like to send people right to that. And then let's see, customers, things like sales ticket orders now feature distinct fields for discounts and shipping. So that just means that when you go, if you don't have like QT or a program like that, that you use My Customers as your invoicing, and they're updating the invoicing features so that you'll see more. So take a picture of this, read it, because we're gonna keep moving on. But also one of the big things too, the Mirror Me app is going away on your cell phone. So it will no longer be a separate app. It's just going to be a specific feature on your My Shop. Okay. So, okay. So thank you, Deb. So I just finished doing that. I was trying to get it through my review department. And my review department was going to tell me how she thought about the flyers, and then I was going to post it. So next, moving on, I'll post it tonight once I hear back from my review department. Okay. Phase outs, you guys, tons of phase outs. There is a list of stuff here. One of the biggest things that'll impact us is the phase out of the microderm set in a set, right? It's not going to be in a box anymore, but you can still buy them together as a set, and that doesn't change the price. But if you buy like one refine and one pore minimizer, it's still going to give you the set price. Okay, it's just not coming in a pretty box. They're going to come in two separate boxes. All right, just so you know. And
there are bags that you can get on Amazon that I have gotten to package, like what I packaged the Miracle set in and packaged the microdermabrasion set in. So they're really cute. I can grab one.
I was going to say, share a link, perhaps.
Perfect.
Okay, well, while she's doing that, Mary Kay put out a new order of application guide. If you scan this, it's going to take you to our boards and it'll have it on there, but it's also on InTouch. All right. So you could get it off InTouch, but I know, and I didn't put it on here. I just want you guys to go look at it. It's it's a 2-page document. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, here, hold on. Let's stop share. And let's pin Trace. Where is she at? Okay, replace.
Right. Right here, right here, right here. So this is the bag. I stole the night solution out of it, but this is the bag for the miracle set, and they're pretty sturdy. And then they have a little Velcro or a little snap clip up here. I bought these little inserts, but I can post. I'm gonna send it to Trish because I don't know how to put it in here. You get a ton of them for almost nothing. And they do come in different sizes. I did check there's one size for the microdermabrasion as well. So I'll send that link to you, Trish. When I'm training, then you can post it.
Okay. Well, I think that the last thing that we were gonna talk about is there is packaging updates with the oil-free eye makeup remover and the intense moisturizing cream. And so that's just another thing just to see coming. I think it said this month it was coming out. And
Okay, pin yourself again, Trish.
oh, shoot. All right, I'll pin me, and then Tracy is next. But so anyway, looking forward to that, so you could see that. Okay, Trace, I just threw some stuff here. So Tracy's gonna train on a lead generation, but I can take you off of the screen share, which is probably better for that. But we are gonna go into lead generation and
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take it under off screen share, and then just so you know, the next screen that we would be looking at is like a little activity workshop homework, that sort of thing.
Okay, I don't know exactly what the homework is, but I'm just
it's just booking.
Okay, you guys, I'm just gonna jump in here because leads, generating new leads is the lifeline of your business. It's the thing that, oh boy, it just popped up on the middle of my screen, scared myself. Woo, Lordy. Okay, so having new leads coming in, fresh new leads continually coming in is the lifeline of your business. I always love when I have a ton of leads that I'm working with, because then I can always say, so many women, so little time. And one of the things that I love to teach is 5 different areas that you can be generating leads with ongoing. And you're going to find that 1 or 2 of these areas are your preferences. It doesn't mean that we don't do all of them, but there might be seasons where you might do more of one. Like when the zoo is available, you might be doing booths all the time because you've got that access, but then maybe it's not zoo time. And so you've got to think of another way to generate leads. And so that one might become more prominent, but it's an ongoing influx of leads. So I'm going to go through these really quickly. One, because I feel like if you need further ideas in that category, absolutely reach out to your director. We'll help you with that. But I like to look at 5 different ways. It was the way that I was trained 30 years ago. It's the way that I still train today. So the number one way that you can get leads, and by the way, I did this in, I call it in order of warmth. So number 1 is going to be a better return for your effort. And then 2 is going to be a little less better return. Does that make sense? And so they get a little less interaction, little less booking opportunities the further that we go down. So number 1 is warm chat, and that is making a stranger your friend. And Cindy Williams, our retired national, taught us this forever, having little gifts in your purse at all times, so that if you're out and about and you meet somebody that you're having an interaction with, that you can easily say, oh my goodness, Heidi, has anybody stopped you today to give you a little gift? To which nobody has ever said, yes, they have. I've gotten 3 gifts already. Move on. They've never done that. They've been like, no. And I'm like, oh my goodness, well, I'm with Mary Kay, and it's my pleasure to give you a gift. So what are you most interested in? And I like to give them a choice between 2 or 3 different options. I'd be like, do you like facial treatments? Do you like color cosmetics? Do you like skincare? Where's your interest? And so they're going to tell you. And then I have those samples in my little Go kit. And I just have one of our I don't have it here. One of our bags that we put the mirror and tray in, those net bags, you can get them for $1 on section 2, and I have them loaded up with samples. I love giving, I love giving charcoal mask. I think that's such a great one to give away. The color cards, if you still have them, you can give those away. Baby size little hand creams, you can give those away, although we don't have those anymore either. So whatever samples you have, that's what you're going to ask them if that's something that they would be interested in. So if I only had charcoal mask and lip gloss samples, I would say, what do you like most? Maybe like lipsticks, lip glosses, or do you like a facial treatment? And so then I always want to say this, LL, that's your code, LL. Linger longer. The longer you linger, the more optimal booking opportunity you're going to have with that person. Obviously, have discernment if you're in the checkout line of Target. I'm not going to LL there. I'm going to, get in and get out. But warm chat continually. I would say I've done it all different ways, but I do not like going out to warm chat. I like to go out and do my life and look for opportunities to make a new friend. So that, to me, I'm much more relaxed. It's more organic. I have a better opportunity to make a friend. And a lot of the ways that I do that is just by striking up conversation with people. Like we're in Target and we're looking at shoes, and you could be like, well, what do you think? And I've been mother of the bride dressing, so I've had lots of opportunities to make new friends, and you have commonality with who I'm engaging with. So that's it. I give them a gift, and I say I would love to make a new friend and get an opinion on my products. And so let me go ahead and give you my information, and let me go ahead and I'm going to pop yours right into my phone so I can follow up and see what you think. And so tell me your name. Oh, Heidi. Okay, great, Heidi. And what's the best number to reach you at? Okay, boom, boom. I'm just going to send you a text with my digital business card. I'm going to send you a text that just says, hi, it's Tracy. Boom. Now we're locked. Now we've both exchanged information in a very easy way. So don't worry about technology if you don't have a digital business card. Don't worry about any of that. But I'm just saying, just have that interaction that way. If you're grabbing your phone, I tell them as I'm putting it in, I'm going to send you a quick text just to make sure we're connected, because then she's going to give you the correct phone number. So it's just a simple, easy way to do that. So that's just warm chat. The rule of thumb, like when you're really wanting to explode your business, is to do that 5 names and numbers a day as you're out and about doing your thing. Here's what I'm going to tell you. That's a great number. But for me in the beginning, I just needed to give my sample to 5 people. I was too nervous to get their name and number back until I did. And then it just became the process. So number one way that is the most warm way to have an opportunity to get a future booking is going to come through a warm chat. Why is it the most warm? Because you've made the connection already. You've met in person. They know that you're not scary Kay, you're Mary Kay, because you've made that great connection. I always loved Tam. That's why Tammy built her business through warm chats, is because everybody fell in love with her. She's the most likable, lovely person. And so of course people did that. The second way that you can generate leads is by facial boxes. We used to call those fish bowls, where you would enter in here to get a complimentary makeover session. We have a whole video on this. It's probably in boards somewhere, where it shows you how to put the boxes together, how to go into the different businesses. You want to think about places where you give your money. Maybe that is a coffee shop or a nail salon or a massage place or the pediatrician or your whatever. Wherever you are, think about if you're giving them your money and they have those kinds of things out. I know at my gym, we have opportunities to do that. They're all around if you just have eyes to it. But the deal with fish bowls is having about 5 to 10 out at all times. So it's one fish bowl is not enough, because what happens is for every 5 fish bowls that you have out, you're going to have one that's probably going to be a great return, 1 to 2 that are never going to have anybody put their name and number in there. So I put pretend ones in there to start with, so it looks like there's something happening. And then, for 2 of those, you're probably going to have a few. But in order to have one hit pay dirt, you got to have at least 5 out. And you can rotate through those leads every single week and do the drawing at the end of the month. And the way that you would do that is when you're booking them, you can say, hey, Heidi, I pulled your name out of our little box that we had over at, there's a place around the corner called Tracy's Nails, at Tracy Nails. And I just wanted to call and let you know we're doing the final drawing at the end of the month, but I didn't want to forsake. Everybody is going to get an opportunity to get the runner-up prize. And so I want you to be able to go ahead and redeem that now. And that's for a complimentary makeover session with you and up to 3 people and a $25 gift card to use at your appointment. So everybody's going to get that. Does that make sense? And so you don't have to hold the whole month of booking if you go to pick up the leads throughout the month, but you want to have at least 5 out there. And then number 3 would be booth opportunities. So booth opportunities are things where you can set up a table somewhere. The zoo is an example of that, where you can have interaction. Now, here's what I want to say, my little caveat about booths. Same thing with fish bowls. Some are going to be pay dirt and some are going to be, they just make your feet hurt. That rhymed. Oh, did you catch that? Pay dirt or your feet just hurt.
Funny.
Boom. But you don't know until you do them. And so booths are great opportunities for you to polish your skills of being able to interact with people. I love to have something where they can either spin to win or candies on the table that's going to draw people in, or you can have the little lipstick bubbles out where they can come by and pick a lipstick to take home and try with their little sample. But booth opportunities are incredible. Here's what I would say as a caveat. If you have a booth opportunity that's free, that's for me. Like, go for it. People like stores like Cato Dress Store, Texas Roadhouse around Mother's Day. These are all places that love us to be there. That's free for you. It doesn't cost you any money to go do that booth. What I would say about that is if you have an opportunity to do a booth, there's a lot of like bridal expos, there's new mom expos, baby expos, there's lots of different opportunities where booths cost money. In that situation, you've got to look at a cost benefit ratio. And there's some questions I usually ask. And so that would be a question I would say, go to your director and say, hey, this booth is XYZ amount of money. Do you think that would be worth my investment? Because that's exactly what it is. It's an investment. You're paying money up front to have a booth. And then you want to know if that's going to be worth the money to do that. So a lot of that is due on advertisement for that booth opportunity. Like if they're doing a large convention center and there's massive advertising going out at foot traffic, what is the foot traffic that's coming in? And so those are all questions that I would want to ask and then weigh that against the cost of the booth. But remember, there's lots of opportunities for you to do booths for free. You can do different things like a farmer's market. You can do all different places where you can put a booth up. There are guidelines for what you can and cannot do at a booth. An example of something you cannot do at a booth is sell product across the booth table. So you can't do that. So you can't put your products on display and then say, this is XYZ price and sell it at the table. So you can take an order and deliver later. And the reason that Mary Kay does that is because we don't want to be selling to each other's customers. So we want to vet that process a little bit. But there is information on the legalese about what you can and can't do across the booth. The fourth way to get leads is referrals. This is actually how I built my business. And I'm going to pull Heidi on in a minute and interview Heidi. But I'm going to tell you how I have done it and how it has been super successful for me. And that is to get referrals from my customers who already love me. That's where I like to go because they know me. They know how I'm going to take care of their friends and family, how I'm going to treat them, and the kind of customer service that I'm going to get. I worked my whole business, built my whole DIQ time from the time I was a consultant to building into a director in a program called The Beauty of Friendship. And what the beauty of friendship is an opportunity for me to call a customer. And I never call a customer for one reason. So here's just free training. I always have 3 things I'm calling you about. 3 things. so that I can end up, well, think of it as a flow chart. The first reason I'm calling is Trish. Hey, I just wanted to touch base with you. It's Tracy. See how you're doing. How are you doing on all your Mary Kay products? Is there anything that you're getting ready to run out of or that you've run out of that I can help get over to you ASAP? So I'm going to, in other words, I'm going to take an order. And then I'm going to say something like, listen, is there anything that you are interested in me sending you a sample of or a product that you have questions about? I love to put my order of application cards in all of my Mary Kay orders, because then I say, hey, was there anything on that order of application card that I popped in your bag last time that you were really wanting to get more information on or try? You know, I can tell you a little bit about that. So I'm going to cross-sell her. So I'm going to service her and then probably cross-sell something new for her to try. And then I'm going to, whoop, did I have a question?
No, I think somebody just unmuted.
Okay. So, and then the third reason is going to be for the beauty of friendship. So I would just say, so it's either Trish may say, no, I'm actually doing great on all my products right now. And no, there's nothing interested. I'm trying right now. And I'm like, oh, great. Every single one of those answers is great. If she orders $400, great. If she doesn't need anything, it's great. It's always great. It's wonderful. Perfect. I want them to feel great to say whatever they want to say. But on the last question, I'll say, well, Trish, one other thing. While I have you on the line right now, I have one other question. I am doing a very special program right now. It's called The Beauty of Friendship. And really what it is it gives me an opportunity to bless somebody in your life. Think about somebody that is either like super busy or maybe like things are a little rough right now that you would love to bless with a complimentary pampering session and a gift. And this is the way it's going to work. I'm going to provide the gift for you, but it'll be from you. And then I'm going to treat her to a complimentary facial. And you know how I take great care of the customers and how I made you feel when we get together. So I'm looking at having 10 of those this month. And actually, I have room for up to 5 more Beauty of Friendship offers. So can you think of 1 to 5 people right now that you would love to share that with? And then
Yes.
then you have to just be silent because she's thinking of the 1 to 5 people. So it's just a way for me to give your friend a gift from you that doesn't cost you anything, but also is going to really bless her to make her feel beautiful. So that's how I get the referrals. And then Heidi, we've got just a few moments left. So Heidi, if you can jump on, I've got one other, while you're coming on, I'm going to share with you my last area to get leads. And that is by leads list. And those they're not very easy to come by, which is why I put it as number 5. But that might be like, I have a bridal list that I work with. It might be a new to the neighborhood list. It might be a birthday list that people will sell those leads to you. And so again, it's a cost benefit ratio. It's something you're going to want to run by your director probably and say, here's the volume of leads. And this is what the cost is for those. Is that a good ratio? Is that a good benefit for me? So that's another area to get leads. That's why it's important that we're kind of moving in all different directions. And the last example I give is like forever, all Tammy did was warm chat. All she ever did is she built her business warm chat. That was great until she went on bed rest with a difficult pregnancy. And then her leads shut down. And so she had to pivot and she had to learn how to do the Beauty of Friendship because she could call her customers and get the referrals and still work her business from bed. So with that, Heidi, thank you so much for popping on. Not only our queen of leads this week, but generally often our queen of leads. And because I believe that it's a very healthy habit that you have in your business, it's something that you focus highly on. So talk to us a little bit about getting leads at appointments.
Okay, thanks. So I do it primarily at my skincare parties, and I redesigned. Well, I stole this from Emily Schutte. I use a half sheet. Where am I at? Okay, I'm still blurry. Anyway, I have a half sheet, hot pink, so I don't lose it. It's a simplified profile, basically name, address, phone number, skin type. Anyway, all the deets, and then on the back of that is 12 slots. You can't see it because I'm blurry. Okay. But basically I get through the skincare, whatever specialized treatment they're getting, and we've got satin lips on. And I have them leave the scrub on, even though we don't have to do it that way anymore. I do it as an excuse to get them to do something else. So they've got the lip scrub on, and we've done all the way up through moisturizer. We're going to do foundation next. So I'm letting the moisturizer soak in. That's what I tell them. And I said, so while that's happening, we're going to play a little game. You're going to need your phones. It's totally not cheating to use your phones. And this is, I call it the fabulous referral game, although the top of my thing says gift a sesh. But anyway, I said on the back of your, it says gift a sesh, like SESH, pampering sesh. Yeah.
Okay.
And then it also says refer your friends, family, and coworkers. And then, okay, so what I say, that's, I think, what is most important. I say, you know, Mary Kay doesn't do a lot of advertising. We actually work a lot by referral. So if you guys have enjoyed what you've done today, if you've had a good time, I know all of you know women that are overworked and underpampered. And so what I'd love is you would do, I'm going to play some music, flip over that pink sheet, and I want you to go through your phone and jot down names and numbers of women you know who are overworked and underpampered and would enjoy a fun, free session like this to just relax and take some time out for themselves. And so I'm going to play some music while you do that. And whoever fills the sheet gets a free product gift for me. And I have a bag of discontinued stuff that I want to get rid of, that I don't even care what they take. They can just take something if they fill the sheet. Sometimes I even, like the other day I said, if you share anything with me, you are going to get a little gift. And that was mini hand creams. I didn't know we don't have those anymore. I still have some, but okay. Anyway. And then this is very important. I shut up. Very important. Shut up, or they will stop writing. So after you say your spiel, then you say, okay, on your mark, set, go, and you play the music and you be quiet, and you could start quietly cleaning up. I usually go potty, get a drink of water. I walk away so that they don't stop writing. Because if you chat with them, if they start asking you questions, they're going to get distracted and everybody's going to start writing. Even if one person starts talking, they're all going to stop writing to listen. So that's very key. Be quiet, walk away if you can. And so that's what I do. And then I feel like this has been helpful at the bottom of this sheet. Again, I got this idea from Emily Schutte. I say what I text them, so they know what I'm going to say to their friends. Hi, blank for their name. My name's Heidi Benton with Mary Kay, and we both know, and we put in her name. She recently did a pampering session with me, enjoyed it so much, she chose to gift a free session to a few of her favorite people, and you're one of them. It's casual, laid back, cleansing skincare consult, hand and lip treatment, easy makeup look tutorial. I'm going to take that off because I'm not doing easy makeup looks at the first appointment. Anyway, it's free for you and up to 8 friends. I promised I'd reach out to you. Does that sound like something you'd enjoy? So that's at the bottom of my half sheet, so they have a clue what I'm going to say to their friends. Half the time, I'm pretty sure none of them, they're not reading it because they're not paying attention. They're just writing. Like, I often get full, you can't see, I get full sheets. I designed this so there's 12 slots, not 10. I used to do a whole 8.5 by 11, but I like having it on the back of a simplified profile. Like, I've got all the information in one spot, and I love that. And sometimes I get 1 or 2. Sometimes I get a whole party that does nothing. And so when I realize they're doing nothing, I smile and we move on. And I, stop the music earlier and move on. If they do write stuff down, of course, I thank them profusely, and I say something to the effect of, thank you so much. I promise I will treat them with the utmost respect. And then I move on. And I've also a tweak. If I'm going to let them pick something from my gift, my free product bag, I think I'm doing that in the individual clothes instead of like right then at the table, because they get distracted from what they're doing, what I want them to do. Plus, I had this happen. I was individually closing someone and they were passing that bag around and pulling things out and trying it. So that's a tweak. Keep that bag to yourself. You hand it to her after you've done your individual clothes with her, and she can look through it and then give it right back to you.
Yeah, I love that. It's the discipline of having it in your skincare class flow. And when you do that, when you get referrals at every single party, you never have to generate leads again. unless you want to do volume quickly. You want to have an exponential growth period. Otherwise, if you're holding parties and you're getting referrals, then you're holding parties and you're getting more referrals, and then you're getting parties and then you're getting more referrals. It feeds itself. It's just that ongoing influx of business. It's just so smart. So congratulations, Heidi. It's always such a joy to watch you work your business in that manner and do it in such a professional way. So congratulations.
Thanks.
All right. Well, we're over.
Thank
So-
you, Heidi. One little thing that I would add too is take a picture with you in the group, like a selfie. And when you text them a picture of the whole group. So they see you with them and their friends, and that's validating too.
Trish, I was wondering, I haven't done that yet. I've only done like the group picture with the bridal stuff, like I'm not in the shot. How do you work that in so it's not awkward?
Because by that time I've already
You so much that they're
I've already bonded with them, and then they're
Yeah.
taking a picture. I'm like, hey, stay right there real quick. Let's do one together. Woo!
Okay.
Being a party.
Yeah, so you'll send the group shot, not just the individual person. Like a shot of
I
you.
take a lot of pictures. In what I do, I take a lot of pictures because I do a lot of brides, and I give her a
Right.
collage at the end. And so
Okay.
I send her all the pictures, and then I send her a collage of all of them together, a really cute, fun collage that she can be able to do. So you can decide.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I'm messaging the referrals, like I got some with this last one, I did the collage and I sent the collage to the girl, so she saw all the stuff that was going on.
Cool. I always wondered if like that girl might feel, I don't know, I'm overthinking it probably, that she's going to feel left out that she wasn't at the party, at the collage. You know what I mean?
Oh, that never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they don't have the same connections.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah. Oh, just think about just when that starts happening, then worry about it. But until then, just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so you guys, here is the ways to generate leads, and there is a QR code that goes right to the board with all of our information and all the lead generation training. So click that, scan that, and there is tons of information there that Tracy was talking about. Okay. And then the last thing is the workshop. So this is like homework, you guys, and we're connecting this with MK Confident. Continue like we did with the product knowledge. We want you to go in and be sure that you're going in and looking at everything on MK on the MK Confident, because your little badges on your My Shop are really going to bling, and they will they represent how much knowledge you have based on My Shop lookups. So if you have all your badges, you will come up higher in the results. So so the activity is to just create a list of 50 prospective clients that you could have, leads, so to speak, and then do the module that is book a party. And then next, and we challenge you to book 3 appointments, and get book 3 appointments next week, or challenge you to go out and, like Tracy was saying, get 5 leads a day. Do that, and then we will circle back for next week based on what you guys did. Okay, and that's it. If there's any questions, I think there's. Yep. Thank you for joining. And then next meeting is going to be on the 17th. Zoom only.
Hey, Trish.
Hi.
So
Maybe if anyone wants to stay on for just like 2 minutes, you can pull up that, those modules, how to find, I know you're really fast at playing on your computer, and
Sure.
how to find the module that says book a party. Cause I know it can be a little bit, like a big ocean of modules. So
Yeah.
I'll stay on.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm going to stop the, well, yeah, I can stay on. I'll just keep it recording in case anybody wants to go back and look at that too.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
I'll stay
so
on for
for-
that. Sorry.
Yeah. Anybody else have any questions while the group's here?
Well, when you go to the boards, it just takes you to all the boards. It doesn't take you to the specific one that it's in. So how do we know which one it's in? Does that make sense? The QR code, I just
The
clicked on it
QR
and
code. Okay, so you go to, I should have taken you right there, but so you go to training and then you go to lead generation.
so and
Got
then
it?
same with but for some reason when I do the QR code, it doesn't take me there. It just takes me to the
I
boards.
don't know
That's
why
so
that
weird.
does.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe someone else can try it and see if it worked for them. Because it did the
okay.
same thing with the Linda Tubin. It got me to boards, but didn't tell me where it was. And I spent like 10 minutes looking for it and I couldn't find it. And I was like, oh, forget it.
Yeah, it only took me to the Studio Pink board, Trish.
Right. That's
And
all
I
it took.
Okay.
knew, and I knew where to go from there. So at least it takes you to that board.
Right.
But yeah,
Okay.
for those that don't know,
Right.
So I would say, just in general, I guess I guess I don't know why it works for my phone because I test it and it works. So I don't maybe because it's mine and I own it, but
That's okay.
and you pay for
Um,
it.
so I go into share the board and copy link. And I guess this is just hold on, I want to see. Okay, yeah, that one took me straight to the training one. And then if I copy link, yeah, it's the same one. Okay. So try this. I'm going to put it back in I'm gonna bring it back up for you guys. And then scan it again and then tell me if that works.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just taking you right to the main board.
I hear you.
Even yeah, so that's not
Okay,
working.
try this one.
Isn't this amazing that we can just do that with our phone?
That one worked.
Let's see.
Yeah?
That one worked.
That one took you right there?
Yes.
That didn't mean.
It didn't for you?
Well, now I can, yeah, I think because I was in boards.
Yep.
Let me get out of boards.
Yeah. Took me right to lead gen.
Is
Okay, as long as
Forge
it's working.
Is Forge not free anymore?
It's free for one board.
Yeah, one board, that's
So
it.
you can have Studio Pink board, one board, and then that's it.
Mm.
Yeah, that changed a while back. So I'm gonna pull up the MK Confident for you guys, okay?
I'm gonna,
Wait. Okay. And I agree, it's
Hi.
difficult. So I'm at the home, right? Of MK Confident. And if you just are on the main home screen, if you just scroll down, it's going to be in grouped in modules. So how to navigate. Welcome to Mary Kay. Kick off your great start. Intro to social media. Becoming a savvy social media. Mastering social media. Manage your business. Book a party. So a lot of these I've done a lot of them before, and now there's a lot of new ones, and it'll come back up like this one. It'll come back, say start. So, but if you just click on book a party, now there's 4 out of 6 lessons that are complete for me on this one. So I have these 2 to do still. If you click in view lesson history, it's gonna show the ones that are done. And if you do the active ones, it's going to show all of them. But you can click here and go back to modules to book a party. and you're back to the beginning. If you get lost, which is quite often, I get lost in this. I always take myself right back to the home button over here, and then I just scroll down. And then this is
Since I was the one that asked the question, I think we lost first. It's even before that. So how do I get to MK Confident?
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, by the way, I looked it up. Look, I was looking it up. It's still letting us order those little lotions. So order them while you can, but I did hear they were going away. Okay, so home screen of InTouch. And then you come down here to Education tab. And then you can go to MK Confident.
Believe it or not, I don't have that tab. I have think I have like business, and then I have one that says more. I have to click on more and scroll down to education and MK Confident.
Okay, so when you're on a phone, it's going to look different. But if you're in business tools, you're not at the home screen. And so once you're in business, like you could be on the main business page, and you're not going to see the same ones on your phone. So you'll want to always hit the Mary Kay InTouch home screen to take you to the very beginning, and then do your little 3 dots. And then you'll be able to see education as one of the drop downs. Did you try that?
Okay. Yes. I just want to make sure that anybody who's sort of lost right now sees that there's ordering, news, business tool, rewards, and sometimes there's one that says more, even if you're like on your iPad or something like that. So you first just have to look for where it says MK Confident. Then once you find MK Confident, go into Great Start, and within that, that's where Book a Party is. So I just want to make sure it's a lot of steps.
Yeah, so you're right when you say it's about it depends on what you're viewing it in. Because the view is different on a cell phone as on an iPad or on a computer. And it depends how big your screen is
Wow.
on what you're gonna see.
Okay.
So yeah, you're absolutely right. There is a bunch of steps to get to there. So thank you for asking that question. But
Okay.
but here's another thing, you guys. I do this, and I just started doing this recently. When you So say I'm here and I'm like, I want to go find MK Confident. If you want to click on, so if I'm here and I try to click on education, there's not a button for that. And then when I click on MK Confident, it takes me to this page, and it's separate from InTouch. It opens up a second page. But what you could do is come up here and then just star it and make it a favorite on your Chrome or on your browser, because that way you can always see it. That's one thing, at least to get to this part, is making it. And the other thing you could do on other things that you can't find, so like say I want to go into booking, this page under booking, I could actually hit the star up here, and then I could say that this is booking education. I could name it, and then I hit the check, and now that is a favorite. So if I go to my back to my home screen, you can make favorites of anything you go into a lot. So now I'm going to come over and hit the favorites button, and now I have these favorites here. Now I can click on that button and it takes me straight there. Unfortunately, there's it doesn't have I haven't seen it how you can make I don't think you can make like MK Confident a favorite right on that star, but you can make it a favorite of your own browser. Does that help?
I hope it helps everybody. I'm doing really good with
Thank
my
you.
badges. I'm like 34 out of 48. And I just know that
Woo!
the reason I wasn't there, I wasn't picking up any traction for 3 years is because it was like an ocean of I wasn't even getting to the starting line. So that's why I put my number in for a couple like Carolyn and Heidi and Carol and Rihanna, who I don't have your number. So if you're like wanting to do the homework and you don't even know how, then just push that number and then we can get to it.
Get to it.
Okay.
Yes. So we're going to continue to try to, keep the modules connected with what we do to try and keep, they might not always line up exactly, but just if there's a module that we can do it, then we're going to put it in. All right.
And I've forgotten how to get to the recordings now.
So now they're on YouTube, Heidi.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I can I think I still have your phone number. If I could send you I can send you a link, but it's on my Facebook page. I mean on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
And it's also on the I'll send you a flyer. We have a new flyer and there's a QR code that'll tell you where to go watch the YouTube and how to log in for Zoom. It has all that information on there.
Okay.
But if I'll send you a link because it might be hard if you don't have two devices to do a code.
Okay, great.
So like for instance, look, I'm just gonna pull it up right now. This is our graphic for Monday night. And I'm just going to make it super huge. This code down here at the bottom,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it'll work because it's all pixelated, but let's see. Oh yeah, that works. So just take your phone right now. Are you on your phone with the computer or are you?
I'm
Oh, you
on
have-
the computer.
Yeah, so just scan that right there.
Okay, so it took me to you.
Yep. And that's where the recordings are. Just
Okay.
save that page on your phone.
And how do I do that?
You should just make it a favorite. It depends on what kind of phone you have.
I have
So it's hard.
I have a Galaxy. So I have an Android.
Okay.
Let's see.
So
Home
if you
shorts.
you can just follow. If you just follow me, like you click on my main page and click follow, you should be able to just have that there all the time.
All right. All right. I will try and find you. This is YouTube. Okay.
Yeah, it's YouTube.
You.
And you could look it up on your computer and I'll send you a link too. And then you
Okay,
could
great.
email it. I'll text it to you and you could email it to yourself. And then that way
Okay.
when you email it to yourself, it'll come up on your computer.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thanks for the questions, you guys. Thanks for being on. Hopefully you like the new format.
Thank you. We do. Okay. Bye, Trish. Everybody have a safe trip.
Yes, thank
To
you. We'll miss
seminars.
you.
Okay. Mwah. Have fun, guys.
Hello, princess.
And I won't be on the 17th because I'll be at my seminar, okay?
Okay.
So, but I'll see if some of my team want to come on. I'm trying to get them all on the same page. So
Okay.
if they're on, I'll
Sounds
tell them
good.
to talk to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank
Okay.
you.